Imagine meeting a genius, a man so brilliant he speaks 13 languages, a respected historian and linguist. Now, imagine this man harbors a dark, secret obsession. This is the chilling true story of Anatoly Moskvin. Born in the Soviet Union in 1966, Anatoly Moskvin was, by all accounts, a gifted individual. He dedicated his life to studying linguistics and history, earning the respect of his peers. But his true passion lay not in libraries or lecture halls, but in the silent cities of the dead, cemeteries. Over the years, Moskvin visited more than 700 of them. He meticulously documented the graves he found, even publishing his findings in local newspapers. His work was so detailed that he created a comprehensive map of every single cemetery in his region. To most, he was just an eccentric academic with a peculiar hobby, but the roots of this hobby were deeply unsettling. In one of his articles, Anatoly revealed a disturbing childhood memory. When he was just a young boy, he was walking home from school when he stumbled upon a funeral procession. The family of the deceased, an 11-year-old girl, stopped him. In a bizarre ritual, they forced him to kiss the girl's lifeless face. He said that single, traumatic moment sparked a lifelong fascination with the deceased, an interest that would slowly curdle into a horrifying obsession. Decades passed, and Anatoly continued his cemetery explorations. But then, a wave of terror swept through his town of Nizhny Novgorod. People visiting the graves of their loved ones made a horrifying discovery. The graves had been dug up, and the bodies inside were gone. A police investigation was launched, but the grave robber was like a ghost, leaving no clues behind. The mystery continued for years, until a tip led investigators to an unlikely suspect, the respected historian, Anatoly Moskvin. When police entered his small apartment, they were met with a scene straight out of a nightmare. The rooms were filled with what looked like life-size dolls. There were over 24 of them, dressed in colorful stockings, dresses, and with scarves covering their faces. But as an officer touched one of the dolls, the terrible truth was revealed. These were not dolls. They were the mummified bodies of young girls, stolen from the very graves Anatoly had been studying for years. He had brought them home, dressed them in children's clothes, painted their faces with makeup, and even inserted music boxes into their chest cavities. He told the police he believed he could bring them back to life through science or black magic. He treated them as his own children, celebrating their birthdays and speaking to them. The genius linguist, the respected historian, was living a secret life as a grave robber, surrounded by the stolen remains of the dead. His brilliant mind had been consumed by an obsession born from a single traumatic childhood event, trapping him forever in a macabre world of his own making. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this story as fascinating as I did, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more content like this. We'll see you in the